One thing the easel can do that the 200E system can't is to address the switches with control voltages. Don Buchla implemented this back in the 70s with the program card. All switches in the switch matrix can be addressed through the program card. Today I'm going to look at the breakout box, or the BOB, for the Portabellabz ToolBox, or you can use it standalone as I am doing today. It will allow me to control voltage switch between modulation modes, gate sources, and low-pass gate switch positions, VCA, combo, low-pass filter. This brings a whole new variety of shaping possible. And the cool thing is, I only have two hands, so in live performance I can only touch two switches usually at once. But with this, you can program up to as many switches as you want. The card is limited, but you could put a program card in the back and theoretically have all switches being flipped in unison or inverted or randomly. So I think this is going to be really fun. Hope I can explain that in the video. Okay, thanks for watching. In order to gain the full range of these switches, they need to be in the down position. And then when you hit it with CV, it'll go up and down among all three positions. Right now I have the mod oscillator coming up here, and of course you won't hear anything because it's in the down or series position. If I go to the middle position, you'll hear this little sequence. And if I go to the top position, you hear the oscillator coming from the BOB. So I could animate that, and I could use, I'm going to use the sequence I've got going, and by setting the sequence here, I bypass this bottom position. So it's basically going to be doing that. So this is going into modulation, this is going into low pass gate to source change, that switch. I can also change the modulation mode. Of course, FM and AM is only going to affect the complex oscillator, but every time it hits balanced, which will be these upper positions, it will balance modulate this. So I'm also going to use the same sequence and go into modulation mode switching. Of course, that modulation switching is still happening, so when it's in the FM AM, it will be affecting the complex oscillator. And further switches, we have the gate switches, which can be VCA combination or low pass filter, and I'm going to use random now to give this more variation. And same with gate 2. And a fun thing that has nothing to do with switching, but if you have your envelope generator in cycle mode and have it set very fast, we can put that on top of the frequency in CV to the mod oscillator and get frequency modulation, because right now there's 2 or 3 notes that are not modulated. That's just sort of a square wave. But this brings in the funk. Okay, there you go. Of course, you could swap that out with a incoming MP3, drum track, a radio, you name it. This has lots of possibilities, and you can't do this on the 200E because there are no switches on the 200E. They're push buttons, and they can only be addressed manually. So this is a really cool function of the easel with either the bob or the toolbox, or of course the program card. Have fun.